You know, there is always some sort of conspiracy theories when it comes to referees. It's the referee to blame. And people said it's not fair. But if you look at it now, you can understand why people are complaining. And most of the time they are right. Because referees been messing with people's lives for years. They are just human beings like you and me. They have their likes and dislikes. They have teams that they support and teams that they really hate, managers that they hate and managers that they like. So all that is going to play into the game. It's going to influence the way they referee. And this dude been busted. His name is David Coote, and he can already say goodbye to his career. I don't think this brother is coming to referee anymore anywhere in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment down below. Take 1 second to help the channel. And we're talking today about corrupt referees in the Premier League, but also it's all over the world, not only in the Premier League. So early on Monday, there were a video published on social media about David Coote talking to a friend. I don't know if he was drunk or just talking to a friend. It looks like he was enjoying recording the video, looking straight at the video and saying what he said about Jurgen Klopp and also about Liverpool as a club. So the PGMOL, which is like referees association or whatever, they came out and said, okay, so we are aware of the video and we are investigating. That was early in the morning, at least in my location, right? When I woke up in the morning, I was like, what? What is happening here? But it could be already afternoon somewhere else. So talking from my perspective. And then a few hours later, they came up and confirmed that David Coote was suspended with immediate effect pending investigations. So this brother, if he was chosen in Europe to referee any game during this international break or whatever, no, it's over because you are under investigation and nobody want to take any kind of risk on you because you are presenting a very bad, you are a very bad representation for football right now. So, let me even play a little bit of what he said if you didn't watch it, and we're gonna discuss about it after the video.
So, what did you think of the Liverpool game earlier when you were fourth official?
Liverpool was shit.
What do you think of Jurgen Klopp?
Cunt, absolutely.
What would you say? Why would you say that Jurgen Klopp was a cunt?
Aside from having a right pop at me when I refed them against Burnley in lockdown, then he accused me of lying and then just had a right fucking pop at me, and I've got no interest in speaking to someone who's fucking arrogant. So I do my best not to speak to him. Milner's alright. I get on with so
James Milner. You get someone James Milner.
you can see me there with mask on.
Yeah.
Can,
Mask on, obviously.
Yeah. COVID got to be done. Social distancing, right? We're 10 metres apart.
We have to social distance.
Yeah. So, but oh my god, German cunt, fuck me.
Long story short, Jurgen Klopp's a cunt. Liverpool are all fucking bellends, and we hate Scousers.
Oh, wow. So he looked like he was enjoying it. He was even showing some image from his phone. So nobody is going to tell me that he didn't enjoy recording that video and he was so drunk. No, he doesn't look like he's so drunk. He looks like a normal guy probably had one drink, and he knows that he been recorded. For what purpose? I don't know. You trusted probably a family member or a friend, and when you already tell one person, it's already too many people. Somebody is gonna tell somebody, and one day, if you are not buddies anymore, it's gonna come out. Simple as that.
Right, like, just to be clear, that fucking last video can't go anywhere. Seriously.
He's a Premier League referee. Let's not fucking ruin his career. Like, let's face it, we're good blokes, but we can't ruin a bloke's career. Like, we're not that bad. Also, he's a fucking legend.
So yeah.
So let's not ruin his career.
So they are really enjoying their time, as you can tell. Nobody is gonna convince me that was an accident and he didn't know, because apparently he admitted that the video is true, but he doesn't remember anymore what circumstance that was or whatever. Probably insanity that he's claiming here, but that is not gonna work, my brother. This is exposing what is happening behind closed doors for all of them. Mike Dean, remember him when he came a few months ago to admit publicly that he was protecting Anthony Taylor when Anthony Taylor made some bad calls against Chelsea Football Club. Kukurea was pulled down, and Mike Dean refused to call Anthony Taylor. Anthony Taylor, by the way, is the biggest hater of all time. He hates Chelsea with passion. And you will find many, many referees, for some reason, they hate certain clubs, they hate certain players, and they protect each other, you know, in the FA or the Premier League. They are buddies, they are mates, so they try to protect each other and agree with each other. So, this is on camera, and this could discipline the future of the Premier League a little bit, because it's a lot of corruptions. You have people who fly to the Emirates, they fly to Abu Dhabi and Saudi Arabia to referee during the week and come back with a bag of money, and Sunday referee again in the Premier League. So just think about it. You think that they're gonna give any bad decision against Manchester City or against Newcastle or something? So it's always something happening behind closed doors, and this is helping us now to see clearly how corrupt those people are. And one way or another, one day you're gonna get discovered, and even authorities in power, they know all this. But they're going to try now to make it a little bit better because of the video, because of this evidence. So it could help the Premier League a little bit in a good way. And that brother is using even C word for, talking about German C word. That is racist. You don't say those kind of stuff to another human being. He is not going to referee anymore. His career is over. And I hope that he saved some money, because he's not going to find a job anymore. Nobody on television is going to give him a show or something. Probably he need to start his own podcast and start exposing other referees and the system. Then the people can forgive him because he's telling the truth now. That is going to be his job. He needs to open his own podcast, YouTube channel, and then start making money from there for, telling the truth now. Like, hey, I was in the system. I know everything. Let me tell you what. And people are going to forgive him. But just like that, he's not going to find any job in football anymore or on television. Or just go and look for a factory job or something, because football is done for you, unless if you really push it, podcast for yourself and start talking about everything that is hidden behind closed doors when it comes to the Premier League. And if he probably referee in Europe too, so who knows?
What I would encourage them to do, go out to the parking lot. Hide. You wait for the referee to come out there, get into his little car, and you follow him home. You tweet his address, and you let the good people of Fulham take matters in their own hands.
Obviously, don't go and do that, please.
Hey, you do whatever you like.
We can't condone anything of the sort.
No,
Okay, so you understand even the joke here from Ted Lasso. You understand the frustration from the fans because some of the decisions, oh my Lord.
I think it's time to be a little bit honest and to say clearly the referees are afraid to give decisions for Chelsea.
Yeah, so even Jose Mourinho, years ago, he said it, but people called him arrogant and he always blames somebody. But you can see clearly that those referees, for some reason, they hate certain clubs and certain players. They want to be the man. They want to be, you know, the center of attentions. They are becoming superstars. You know, they want headlines instead of like, you know, give football the priority instead of you being the center of attention and the priority in football. Okay, so this, I really feel sorry for Liverpool. You know, I'm talking as a fan of football here. Nothing to do with what team I support or whatever. It just, you have to understand that there were some decisions that went against them. For example, Pickford, when he injured Van Dijk, ACL injury, the guy was out for an entire year to recover from that. He didn't even get a red card. Who was the referee? David Coote. When Origi was fouled against United in 2019, which led to a goal, who was the referee? The same dude. Odegaard, handball in the box in December. I don't know what December. He forgot to put like the year. Who was the referee? Mr. David. And I can go. There are so many incidents, and people even are talking about the incident, a high boot on somebody's chest. I think it was against Manchester City. So there are so many decisions that went against Liverpool because of that referee was on the pitch. And you can now connect the dot and see that clearly this guy don't like Liverpool.